Okay, let's see if we can
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
navigate this death trap. Well, when in doubt, blow in place. Spirit of Mupper.
Get away from me, you lone wolf tosser!
Tell him he'd be wise to take more respectful tone with the silver claw.
Oh, is that supposed to scare me? You all have those ridiculous names. The Wayward Owl, the Fidgety Lavender, the Overturned Bucket. Your lone wolf brothers kick the shite out of me and send me into an accursed minefield where my cart gets blown up and I get killed, and all you can do is tell me to have more respect. Nothing you can do is worse than that.
Well, they have every right to be really good.
Spotted a trap.
Careful now. That's a trap. Look out. I see a trap nearby.
Okay. How do we remove these traps? Well, get past this minefield, then deal with the lone wolves. Okay. What does this armor do? Or amulet? Who needs an amulet? Here we go.
The grim-faced guard raises his weapon as you approach, then stops short and quickly bows respectfully.
If ain't been missed, as I live and breathe. Didn't think we'd be seeing you again so soon, sir.
Ask him if Rust Anlelon is within.
He is. He'd be glad to see you too. Glad as Roost gets, anyway. He's hoping you'll bring friends.
He winks at you so hard and so theatrically that one whole half of his face seems to squint.
Roost's upstairs in the big house there, sir. He's waiting for you. Reckon he's as eager to hear how you've been getting on as the rest of us.
The spirit turns to meet your gaze. You feel heat upon your skin. The acrid stench of charring flesh assails your nose, and you can hear screaming, the agonizing cries of people burning alive. The spirit, mute, holds out his hand towards you, palm upwards in supplication, his eyes pleading.
Reach out and take his hand.
With a blast, the heat surrounds you. The hair on your forearm shrivels and dies. Flames dance across your vision, and the screaming seems to fill your very existence. And for a moment, you are the spirit before you. Your name is Cyrus Oates, and you are in a tavern with your friends. But someone has barred the exits and set the place afire. And you know that it's your fault. Your friends scream for help that will not come. You know that outside stands the lone wolf Pigsbane, and that he was paid to kill you. You know Pigsbane listens for your screams. All you can do is die proud. Your name is Cyrus Oates, and you will not scream.
Grip the spirit's hand all the tighter.
Sweat streams from your pores. The roar of the flames drowns the screams. Cyrus Oates begins to burn. He does not scream.
Grip the spirit's hand and feel his pain.
You feel your flesh blister and char, your head crackle and burn. Cyrus Oates bares his teeth as his lips are burned away, but he does not scream.
Grip the spirit's hand as his eyeballs begin to melt.
You try to close your eyes against the pain, but your eyelids have burned away. You haven't breathed in what seems like hours. You desperately want to scream, but Cyrus Oates did not scream.
Release the spirit's hand.
In a flash, the flames are gone. The spirit of Cyrus Oates gives you a long and knowing look. Now you know the truth. Cyrus Oates died in agony, but Cyrus Oates refused to scream.
Your friend been missed. Coming through.
All right, boss man.
Handsome bastard, no?
This is going to be an interesting bout.
The spirit of a woman locks her gaze on the lone wolf sentry.
Say my name, you son of a sow! Edie Engrim! Say it! Say my name!
And then you are her. You are the young woman Edie Engrim, seduced by a boy. But to become a lone wolf, he had to pass a test. He had to murder the woman he loved. He passed the test, and you were murdered. And all the time you knew him, he never spoke your name.
Tell him you'll see what you can do.
She turns to look at you at last.
I was Edie Engrim. My killer should be made to...
He draws his wands.
You're in my space, stranger. Feel free to leave it.
Tell him Edie Engra says hello.
Suddenly he's interested. Suddenly he's on edge.
Who are you to her? Father? Son? Brother? Lover? If you're looking for revenge, you won't find it here.
Ask him to do you a simple favor. Speak the woman's name.
He leans forward and growls.
No. And push no further, or we shall have a problem.
Let it go. Okay. Let's send Losa back to the Lady Vengeance. We need somebody to start being persuasive around here. Nearly everybody is good at a crossbow, but talking, that's our weak point. There we go. Okay. Where is that? Sorry, my cat is being fascinated with my cords. Okay, where are those pyramids? Okay. Give me a moment, real quick. Sorry for that. Had to deal with the cat. Ah, here we are. First,
The
talk to
spirit
her
of a
again.
woman.
Say my...
And then he passed the test. She turned.
I was
There we go.
He draws his wand.
You're in my space, stranger.
Suddenly he's interested.
Who are you to her? Mother?
He leans forward.
No. And push no further, or we shall have a problem.
Ask him to indulge you.
He considers and comes to the conclusion that it's not worth his while resisting.
I mean... Ah, hells, forget it.
Tell him to say her name, Edie Ingram. Say it.
He closes his eyes and
Edie Ingram. She was always at her most beautiful when she was angry.
a smile spreads across his face.
She'll be waiting for me in the halls, and she's gonna be pissed.
The spirit of a woman locks her gaze on the lone wolf sentry.
I hope it burns your tongue to say my name! Don't think yourself atone for what you did, Lone Wolf. But me, I'm free of you now. To the halls I'll go.
She turns and looks you in the eye. Then she dips her head in thanks and leaves.
There we go. That's better. What does this ghost have to say?
An elderly mage glowers at the lone wolf sentry, muttering wordlessly. He jerks his head to look at you, but says nothing. Then he opens his mouth, and you can clearly see the tip of a crossbow bolt protruding from the back of his throat.
Reach out, stick your fingers in his mouth, bank as if to grip the bolt, and pull.
The spirit clutches his mouth in shock, and then realizes what has happened. He removes his hands, and the crossbow bolt is gone. He can speak once more, if painfully.
Thank you.
Ask him if there's anything more you can do for him.
He turns and points at the lone wolf sharpshooter.
Kill him.
Can't blame him for that one, but what did Deadeye do?
The sharpshooter turns from his silent watch over the mill and its approaches, and holds you in a steady regard.
Nice. We'll deal with him later.
A
Corbin
thin,
Day.
grim man carefully sands the end of a beautiful, unpolished longbow. He studiously avoids looking up as you approach.
Am I in your way, ma'am?
Tell him he doesn't have the bearing of a lone wolf.
He looks from the ground to the bow and continues sanding.
Suppose I don't. I'm no assassin. Just a Fletcher. Roost heard about my work and invited me to work here.
He blows a dusting of wood dust off the bow.
Feller doesn't ignore an invitation from Roost Anlon, does he?
Admired the bow. Ask if he has other supplies that might interest an archer.
I'm not supposed to be trading with the other guests. Roost's orders.
Promise you won't breathe a word of it to anyone.
Fine, just please be discreet. I'm very much at Roost's mercy while I'm here.
Okay. A combination of extra armor and better crossbows would be useful. Sell those grenades that I haven't used. Okay. There we go. That should help. Which allows us to upgrade our weapons. Okay. There we go. That should help. Now let's go looking for more ghosts to talk to. The Chronicler.
A ghostly aura shrouds the log, along with a penetrating icy cold.
Place your hand on the log.
Bitter cold shoots up your fingertips, through your arm, shoulder, neck, and into your brain. Your whole body contracts with the aching freeze, and a voice sounds inside of you.
See what I see. Feel what I feel. Look down.
Do as the voice says and look down.
Where your feet should be, you see great gnarled roots disappearing into a mossy forest floor. As this log once was, you are an ancestor tree. As you examine yourself, you see the top of a small elven child's head as she approaches. She wraps her arms around you and rests her head against your great trunk.
Remember with her.
You pass her a memory. Once you were her father. You pass her the softness you remember of her chubby cheeks. You pass her the warmth between you when you curled back to sleep. A tear trickles from the child's eye and onto your bark. She whispers that she loves you. She says she will come back tomorrow.
You see?
The child departs, and night falls. You hear voices and the dull thud of axes. A human approaches you and pats your trunk. He raises his axe.
You see?
You lie in pieces on the forest floor. Rough hands toss you into a cart and haul you away.
You see? You see what he does to me. You see he takes me from my life. You see he cuts me into parts. You make him pay.
Ask him where to find the culprit.
His bones lie buried in our sacred soil, but his spirit his spirit remains. Find him. Take from him what he takes from me. I show you where. Find him. I find peace then. I find peace when he is gone.
That's one very vengeful log.
Logical, not sentimental. Unhappy people are.
Laughter plays upon the lone wolf's spirit lips, but madness flashes in his eyes. His flittering gaze never quite comes to rest on you.
Hey, wanna have some fun?
Ask him what he has in mind.
A joke, of course. A prank, if you will. Tell Slumberjack here that Mudbarrow wants his money.
Money, he says. Ask him to tell you more.
You greedy smell-gilt. Yes, my sleepy friend here killed me for my bloody gold. Serves me right for all the things I did. The irony. Ask her where the money is. I'd love to see the murdering little loiter basket lose her money. My money.
A lone wolf mage naps quietly. She talks in her sleep.
Laugh all you want, Mudbarrow. Madmen tell tales, and dead men's ghosts do not.
Hold a bare hand to the cool air a minute, then lay a palm upon her cheek.
Mudbarrow. Mudbarrow? Your hand is cold, Mudbarrow.
She stretches, shifts position, but doesn't wake up.
Your money's hidden on the beach, Mudbarrow, by the water. But you won't find it, 'cause you're dead.
She's gonna be so mad. When she finds that money gone.
He slaps his thigh, tears of mirth rolling down his cheeks.
Ask him what he'll do now.
Doubt crosses his face as he realizes he's stuck here forever, and there are no more jokes to make.
Now?
Panic rises. And as the black shadow of eternity looms over him, he becomes hysterical. And what was once laughter is now an anguished scream.
Lay a hand upon his shoulder.
He returns to himself. The screaming stops. Both eyes settle upon you at last. He looks tired. He looks haunted.
Suggests he leave for the Hall of Echoes.
But I've done such terrible things.
Shrug. Who hasn't done terrible things?
He takes this in. A single ghostly tear trickles down his face.
I should go. Use the money well, if you take it. Do some good with it.
He raises a hand in salute and...
Careful now. That's a trap.
The spirit of a paladin knight leans his head to one side, revealing the huge gash in his neck that nearly took his head off, and grins, a green glint in his eye. When he speaks, he whispers.
She's stronger than you know. Stronger than you know, girl. And faster, too.
He launches one hand forward and, with a jolt, you are him. You're with Paladin Tom Hardwin, your best friend, on your way to arrest the notorious murderess known to all as Mummy Dearest. You find the dwarven lone wolf in a tavern at the bar. She doesn't look like much. You stand behind her. Tom Hardwin calls her name. The bar goes quiet. She doesn't turn, but you see her reach. You step forward to protect Hardwin as the axe comes around. In a moment, you're staring at the ceiling with Tom's hands pressing on your neck. A tavern wench is screaming. And Tom can't stop the blood, and through the panic and the tears, he puts his own price on the lone wolf's head. You just lie there thinking, she's stronger than you knew, and faster too.
Ask if he knows how to gain an edge over the years.
He tilts his head once more, the great wound that killed him yawning open. He begins...
Off the top of my head? She's stronger than you know, and faster too. And here's the thing. She hates the wet. It makes her itch, and she makes mistakes. If only it would rain.
Interesting. Okay, so we know that we're going to need a rain scroll. Back to Driftwood Square.
Glad to see you well. Until later then.
Back for a return visit, are you? Yep.
Oh, you're here to protect us.
Okay. Let's try the scoundrel. Old trader.
You want an engraved invitation every time? You know the
Well, that didn't work. Well,
Unhappy people are sloppy.
The whiff of chemistry assails you. You know that it's all in your imagination, but still your throat constricts, your stomach turns, and your vision swims before you. As your vision clears, the spirit is revealed, a lizard. He has eyes only for the lizard lone wolf who stands before him.
no, he seems to haunt one of his own kind. Ask why.
He turns to you. He looks insane. He takes a deep breath and exhales. A cloud of greenish gas envelops you, and suddenly you are him. You're the Black Widowmaker, deep down in black shadows, setting your latest creation to paper. A deadly brew that looks and tastes like an elixir. It's your best work yet. You sip a celebratory tonic, and you realize you've made your last mistake. Your throat constricts. Acid burns your guts. Your heart slows to a halt. You slump forward. A kin appears, a lone wolf. She takes your book, but you're already dead. He intensifies his gaze on the lizard lone wolf before him. If looks were poison, she'd soon be dead.
Ouch. Nearly everybody in this whole area
The
has
spirit of a
ghosts.
young woman stares in blissful devotion at the lone wolf alchemist.
Elixir
Piss
maker.
off! Unless you got money.
Ask him what he has to for
Not
sale.
likely anything you can afford. Right! Pissed off!
Wow.
Or maybe I'm just horny.
Okay. Time to get going.
Do you know him? Are you his friend? That man, the bad man, he likes to hurt people. He hurt me real bad.
Sabine grabs you by the arm, her nails embedding themselves into your flesh.
That's him. That's Roost. The man who abducted me and sold me to the Master. This is it. He knows where the Master is.
Say that you presume she wants a word with him. Tell her to go right ahead.
My thanks.
Sabine walks up to Roost, a massive man who's looming over a small elf, his hair a tangle of matted knots. Scars upon scars cross every inch of visible flesh, from his hands to his gnarled face.
Roost Anlon, I've come to ask you a question.
His smile is nauseating.
You'll have to give me a kiss first. That's a tongue, too.
He laughs, the sound of a hiccuping demon choking on raw offal.
How vile and petty a thing you are.
Shut up. It's her I'm talking to. Sabine, I was wondering when I'd see you again. Knew the time would come after you broke Daddy's leash. Ha ha, yes. Been wondering when the Master's little pet would pick up my scent.
Urge her not to take the bait. He's trying to provoke her.
I know.
She winks at him.
Let's try that again, shall we?
Her casual dismissal of his insults seemed to unsettle him somewhat. Uncertainty sours his face.
How about we just cut to the chase? You are searching for your master. I know where he is. Them's the cards we're holding, and I've got all the aces up my sleeve.
A flash of the needle. With lightning speed, Sabine spears his hand. He howls with pain.
Strange. I see no cards whatsoever. The Master. Where is he?
Tell him it's probably best to play along.
Not that you have to.
She twists the needle, making him squirm and scream.
On the island! He's on the island with no name!
Good boy.
She removes the needle. Roost suckles his wound with thick, slurping noises.
Where is the island? Tell me.
Oh, I'll do you one better. I'll take you there. I'm going to beat you. Like I did before. I'm going to bleed and bind you. And what's left of you, no more than a battered bit of meat, I'm going to deliver to the Master all over again. He'll be so glad to have his puppy back, even if she'll have lost some of her luster.
Okay. We now have a fight on our hands, and let's see who needs to be knocked out first. Shadow. Talk about a melodramatic name.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, Ricochet may be better here. go. That's good. Next step. First aid on Sybil.
I'm ready.
There we go. That's a nice hit. Ow. Okay. Okay. There we go. Ballistic shot on dog. Beast is good, so we can avoid fleeing at the moment. So let's keep chipping at Lord here. Move forward. Ouch. Okay. So let's go and get potion for Losa. Okay. We can then throw this item onto the floor, which then, oh. Okay. Sybil is in danger, so we're going to need to find some way to help her. Okay. Can't help Sybil, so we need to... That did not go according to plan. We can now confirm that there are ghosts here. Okay. Well, that didn't help. Flee or fight? Well, there goes Ben Mez. Okay. Then we can go back down here. Then use the bedroll to heal up, then back up. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let's go and get at those. Red scrolls real quick.
Glad to see you well.
Okay.
Until later then.
Keeping it together, Bree.
There we go.
Prepare yourself.
That was a questionable decision.
Prepare yourself. Yeah. Cheese is always the answer. There we go. Okay. This is definitely proving to be a longer episode than anticipated.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to cut this episode here. If you want to see the end of this fight, please come back for the next video. So it's been real, and I have been Cypher, and have a good day.